Marion. I work at the Clark Chateau. Thank you all for coming to the Brown Bag Talk today. If you haven't been to one before, New Songs for Butte Mining Camp is a grant-funded project through the National Endowment for the Arts. And we have a series of, by the end of this summer, it will be 15 musicians from around Montana who come here to Butte, or who live here in Butte like Roy, and they come to the archives, do research about mining and labor movements in Butte, and they do a brown bag talk here at the archives like we have today, and a concert performance at the Clark Chateau. Roy's will be tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. in the ballroom at the Clark Chateau. You can buy tickets online or at the door of the day of the show. We're really happy to have Roy kicking off the final series of new songs, and thank you all for coming. We really appreciate it.
Hi everybody, I'm Roy. I live down the street over at 405 East Park, one of the last houses left in Fentown, and that's what brought me to the archives in the first place. I'll back up a little more about me. I was born in a, I guess godforsaken would be the right word, a little small West Texas town called Kermit. Somehow made my way up to Dallas. I thought I was going to be a writer at some point, and I fell ass backwards into being a musician, and was in a band that some folks had heard of called the Polyphonic Spree. There were 25 of us. We looked like a cult. I mean, we really looked like a cult. We wore robes. We drove around in a bus. We sang about the sunshine. Yeah. And then somehow I wound up in Chicago, where I meet my better half. For a little bit, I get to live the Siskel and Ebert dream. Roger Ebert was a hero of mine. Got to meet him shortly before he passed. Oh boy, I'm talking too fast. I'm gonna wrap this thing up in 5 minutes here. Let me get my Texas drawl back on. Let me slow down here. And it's hard to really explain how it is that I wound up in Montana. I've been through here a long time ago, and I guess what it comes down to is I don't really like people very much. No offense, you guys are pretty great. But on the whole, I'm a little bit of a curmudgeon. And Butte kind of just sort of fit that for me. It really did. And so since I've been here, I have this, and I guess this happens to like a few people where you get sort of possessed by it a little bit. Maybe that's because my house has a lot of ghosts. I'm not kidding. They sit on my chest. They cause chest paralysis. They're terrifying. Really? Yeah. That's a subject for a whole other talk. Yeah, so, I mean, seriously, it's a tiny little place we have, but somehow there were 6 mailboxes down in the crawl space. That's about, I guess that's about what the finished mining height was. I'm not sure. But when I first saw the last year's Butte Mining Camp songs at the Chateau, I was like, oh man, it just was right up my alley. The songs are right up my alley. It's because they're often violent, often full of malice. They're very funny and they are cruel. And I dig that. I really dig that. I'm already speaking here too fast, but I've been dying to play these songs because I thought whenever you do like any kind of project like this where you're doing an adaptation, it's usually a one and done, and but these have been stuck in my head for weeks now, and they're going to be a permanent part of the Roy catalog. So all the other songs are about like drinking and bad love, and these songs should be about killing your bosses. So I'm going to start first with the little ditty called "The Scabby Cousin Jack." Oh, I skipped the lead. Thing to know about me is I hate the song "Old Lang Syne." Like with you know how did you ever see the Steve Martin movie Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid? Whenever he hears "Cleaning Woman," he gets into a violent rage. Nobody remember that movie? All right. Anyway, that's how I get with "Old Lang Syne." My birthday's January 1st, so. But this song was apparently written to the tune of "Old Lang Syne." Yeah. Here's the other song I hate the most on the planet. Hotel California by Ditties. We've all heard it enough. It can be shot into space. We had our time with it, right? Yeah. So, but immediately when I saw this was inside of Emily Hayek. Yeah. Inside of this was the first chunk of songs that I tuned into, and when I turned to this one, I just had this song just like that. Now the next one I'm doing is a different story, but this one is just how it came to me. So, this is written by a guy named Joe Kennedy. I could not find any information on Joe Kennedy. There's a lot of, I believe there's a lot of Kennedys out there in the world. And, yeah, but this guy.
It might be a fake name too.
It might be a fake name, yeah, because every book, everything is Scotty, and this one's Joe Kennedy. Like Scotty runs the book, but this one's Joe's, like one of his only numbers there, and I really dug it. I'm building up to it because I had to find out exactly what a cousin Jack was. I'd never heard the term before. I didn't know anything about the Cornish besides hens, nasties.
Can you explain it? I don't know what a cousin is.
Okay, well, I'm still learning it too. So apparently they're always written about as being the singing guys. So the Cornish miners, we apparently got an influx of them, and they were the ones who they really put their backs into it hard, but they were also the ones who were whistling while they work. Except you don't whistle in the mines. I heard that was not a thing you do. But apparently they only really got to do this for a while, because whenever they brought in the air drills, you can't sing along to those. When it was just before the, yeah. But in this song there's a cousin Jack who's being a scab. And the songwriter is not very happy with this guy. He wants him dead in all kinds of ways. And this was one of the things that really cracked me up when I was going through things. It's just the vitriol towards the scabs, where they would publish things like this. Here's a list of all of them in every single little area of town. From here's the guys in Missoula, the guys in Butte. Oh yeah, they were gunning for Lester Bishop here and all in his clan. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
With addresses or no?
Oh, not with addresses. That would be great. His mother lives on.
Oh, I think there were some where addresses were published.
Wow.
Maybe in some of the newspapers.
Oh yeah, no. I'm sorry, I was completely wrong. They've
I'm
got the
pretty
addresses right by their names. Like go burn down their house.
Where did they publish this? Was it in the paper?
I'm not sure. This is just what I.
Special?
Yeah.
I'm
not
pretty
which
sure I've
paper it
seen
was
some in
published
paper too.
Yeah.
Like probably the labor
Probably printed
papers.
out handbills, all they posting them
Yeah.
all over. That's Probably led to a lot of burnt down houses. And
Violence was done.
Violence was done indeed. Yeah.
Wow.
And you somehow find yourself sympathizing a little bit, but putting yourself. I'm one of those kind of people. I always try to put myself in my enemy's place, etc. And I still wouldn't have to scab it if you paid me. Or that's the point of being paid. But anywho, so this song is called "The Scabby Cousin Jack." It was written to the tune of Old Lang Syne, and Old Lang Syne is the worst song ever written. So here's my take on it. It's great to be a miner bold and work upon the hill, protected by a rifle Colt, held up by a scissor bill. When the shift is over, you better beat it down the pike, because you haven't got the guts, the G-U-T-S guts, to be a man and strike. Oh, fellow worker, cousin Jack, on you we're keeping tabs. Your first name may be Tussie, but your middle name is Scab. And when the strike is over and you feel the rustling card, you better hit the high spots, or the sliding will be hard. You better beat it down the pipe, down the pipe, down the pipe, better beat it down the pipe, and strike on straight home. A rock might slip, I hope it does, I hope it does. Hope it does. And crack your solid dome. Or perhaps a lining may be cut and laid across the chute. 'Cause dear old Sappho Tappy might be on the job in Butte. So hurry up and catch the boat for dear old England shore. Real working men are wise to you, we're wise to you, Jack. You're rotten to the core. The principles of unionism certainly you lack. But what can be, what do you expect? What can be, what do you expect? What can be expected from a savvy cousin? Yeah. What's so funny to me about old Sabo Tabby, I'd seen the cartoon like lots of times of the cat, the IWW, the name, the Sabo Tabby there. I read one of the things that it might have come about from like a Bugs Bunny cartoon. Like saying sabotages, sabotaging. Oh yeah. So anyway, I hope y'all like that one. I enjoyed that a lot. What was there? Man. Oh yeah, and this is a line from the Joe Duffy, a famed crooner around town here, who had a line about the Cousin Jacks, about them being the singing guys. He said, but for singing and for mining, they somehow got the knack. It's the second nature of that class of lads called Cousin Jacks. So, and here's one of my other favorite things that I came across is, I didn't even know this was a thing that happened until I moved to Butte, that you don't actually own what's underneath you. So thanks, Arco, yeah. When a priest gets up to say mass and expounds up to great heights, says, the meek shall inherit the earth, someone shouts, not the mineral rights. Oh, I love that one. Okay. Man, I'm whipping too fast with this one. This one's a gem. Okay, so I found this gem first in the songs of the Butte Miners, which was written by Robert and Betty Wilder, but they're a fun couple, and these other two people have names that are sentences, Charlie Cutts and Waylon D. Hand. Yikes. but anyway, it was reprinted from Western Folklore, Volume 9, January 1950. It had a centerfold of text ritter or something, I guess. And so this song is the first time I went through this song, the first version of it that I did, just seeing it on paper and what came to it was a kind of a maudlin heartbreaker. And it's based on a maudlin heartbreaking song from 1860 called When We Were Young, Maggie, written by J.A. Butterfield. And this song was a hit, even though the Statler Brothers version of it's really catchy, but the first version, the original recorded version, is one of those tenor things that I want to stay to the hill, Maggie. Yeah. Oh, the creek is over. And yikes, that's actually hard to sing. The best version is Perry Coma's though. Perry Coma's version is. Oh, I wandered today up the hill, Maggie, bop, bop, ba-doo, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And there's a Gene Autry version too, but here are the terms that I learned from this song. Or this is a great thing that I've learned about a lot of mining terms are kind of like words in other languages that are cognates where they sound like what they are, like fitchery, the ground's fitchery. I'm going to guess that means that the ground is soft and loose and crappy and not good for, yes, it is. And stopes, the workings were for the main tunnels where the ore's taken out, and the back is the back of the tunnel and stuff. This comes into the last verse of this song where what's funny to me is this song is a parody, but I think it's so damn sad. It's really sad. So, but when I first started going about it, it kind of like started as a, you know, a Pokes' sort of thing, like, oh, today up a hill, Maggie, and then one day, just out of nowhere, it just came to me like this. And I apologize if there are anybody who have harmonica allergies. Oof. This is turning into the shortest one of these on record. I'll vamp a little bit more. Try to do the alphabet
No
backwards
worries.
or something like that. But, oh yeah. It'll do. And that's the song. Okay, no. Maggie, Maggie, Maggie. Well, I wandered today up the hill, Maggie, to apply for a rustling card. Well, I got both the card and the job, Maggie, but the job, it was too damn hard. Yeah, the job, it was too damn hard. Maggie, Maggie, well, the stove, it was filled up with gas, Maggie, and the ground, it was bitchery as well. A rock came but tumbed down on me, Maggie. How's the switcher? Oh, shifter. Oh, the shifter was crazy as hell. And the shifter was crazy as hell. Oh, there once was a time here in Butte, Maggie, where you could take 5 and still hold your job. Now it's put the rock in the box, Maggie, and then put your waist in the gob, and then put your waist in the gob. Oh, one more. Maggie, oh, my blonde hair has turned to green, Maggie, from the water that drips from the back. I'm the homeliest plug in the town, Maggie, and you'll soon want your maiden name back. Yeah, you'll soon want your maiden name back. Yeah, you'll soon want your maiden name back. You'll soon want your maiden name back. Oh, do-do-do-do-do, Maggie, do-do-do-do-do, Maggie. Thanks. Hot dog, that felt good. There's a lot of other like lines of that. There were different versions of that song. There was one that I liked a lot where the last line was, "I'm old and all broken down, nagging, and soon will be laid down on the flat." But nah, that maiden name back part, man, I love that. I really love that part. So I'm going to be doing on Saturday. I might do a few. I might give another shot at some. I was originally going to be ambitious and try 4 songs, but I have a terrible memory. It's a lot for me to memorize even 2 songs. Kicked in the head by a duel a lot. It's okay. I was asking for it. But back on the scat thing, there was one thing that I think is just super duper funny. I don't think I'm going to do this tomorrow night, but because I've never done this with adults, which is this is to the tune of This Old Man, and this is another one of those we're gonna kill the scat kind of songs. All right. This little scat, he plays one. By the way, this is from the IWW Songbook. This little scat, he plays one. He is scabbing just for fun with a knick-knack, paddywhack, throw the scab a bone. This little scab is going home. Oh, this little scab, he plays 2. Is there nothing he won't do with a knick-knack, paddywhack, skip the scab a bone? This little scab is going home. 3rd verse. Worse. This little scab, he plays 4. Helps bosses keep the workers poor with a knick-knack, paddywhack, get the scab home. This little scab is going home. What's he gonna do on 5? Let's see. This little scab, he plays 5. He might not get out alive with a knick-knack, paddywhack, get the scab home. This little scab is going home. This little scab, what's he do? He plays 6. Scabbing's how he gets his kicks. With a paddywhack, give the scab a bone. This little scab is going home. We got 3 more. This little scab, he plays 7. He just might not go to heaven. Paddywhack, give the scab a bone. This little scab is going home. 2 more, 3, 8, actually 8, yeah, that's how numbers work. This little scab, he plays 8. Hurry, scab, or you'll be late. This little scab, he plays 9. Walked across our picket line. Ooh, knick-knack, paddywhack. This little scab's going home. This little scab, he plays 10. He's not gonna scab again. A lot of fun doing this. I stopped doing this for a long time. Something a lot of the old pandemic wasn't good to a whole lot of us, and me in the 2020s I gave up performing entirely, and got this thing that never happened to me before: sudden stage fright. Like I am right now trembling. I usually don't. Yeah, I'm trembling and holding my pee like you wouldn't believe. And I don't even need to pee. That's what it's like. But it's been an adventure for me to actually kick off the dust and do this again. And I'm incredibly grateful to this project for y'all really helped me put some fire into my butt. Now I feel like I'm back in the game. And you guys are amazing. Any questions or requests or things like that? Yes.
Can you translate "put my waist into the gob"?
The waist into the gob?
Yeah, what's that?
Okay, the gob is where all of the crap rock after they mucked it all up, the stuff they can't use.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of times you get a lot more gob than you actually did anything like.
Okay. I thought it was from that.
I know, and I almost for some reason I wanted to say Job when I saw it across the word gob there. Yeah, like Arrested Development, but yeah. Thank you very much for asking. Yeah, gob is a word that I'm going to use all the time.
It's kind of like mouth, kind of like gob.
Kind of sounds like ma and gob, yeah.
Yeah.
If anybody can make it tomorrow night, we would be really, really happy to have you there. I'll be up on the top floor. I'll be playing all of my greatest hits too of sorts.
Saturday night.
Saturday night, yeah. That's fun. Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah. Y'all want to hear a dumb old original of mine or whatever? Or all right. I'm gonna play the hit that my paternal father loves. He's a truck driver, and he says this is a good truck driving song. And since I got this harmonica here, I might as well. This song was when I was true story, when I saw that I had 47 cents to my name. I was living in squalor in Chicago, and did what everybody does. You write a dang song about it. Yeah. I was also dating a really, really rich girl at the time. I was her, what's the word, what do kids call today, side piece? Yeah. It's fun being the other guy. It's such a dumb song. But if y'all want to have fun with it, there'll be a line where I say 47 cents, and if y'all feel like screaming it the second time around, like you're at Folsom Prison or whatever, just go to town, all right. Yeah, I hate these things. Well, I'm a little underweight to be this goddamn lonesome little fat to be in demand. And nobody's ever gonna wanna call me handsome. Nobody wants to hold my hand. And all I got is a box of biscuits, shrimp top ramen and condiments. And I don't know how much longer I'm gonna keep a-living on these 47 cents. All right, I got a little body, I got a little... Yeah, all right. I got a pretty little lady, almost kind of sort of love me, but she ain't about to bail me out. Well, I tell her that I'm hungry, she says I'm going shopping, she still won't kiss me on the mouth. Her little doggy's eating steak, and my leash is gonna break, and unrequited love don't pay the rent. And I don't know how much longer I'm gonna keep a-living on these 47 cents. There we go. I'm gonna smoke up every song I ever wrote for you, but nothing out of cigarettes. I'm gonna snort up every line I wrote to cross your mind, cause I ain't crossing your mind yet. I'm gonna wake up in the morning, feed my cat, that's the day we ever met. Cause I can't buy a stick of gum and I ain't gonna make you come on with these 47 cents. I'm on to solo, woo! That was atrocious. Sorry, guys. Here we go. Well, every day is an adventure, but I'm gonna need some dentures, cause I can't afford to brush my teeth. And I find myself amazed when I remember them days when I had more than one square to eat. So if you love me, baby, better seal it with a spitting handshake, cause I can't afford no cement. I know that pretty little lady's never gonna love a loser, and it's 47 cents. I know that pretty little lady's never gonna love a loser, and it's 47 cents. Hot digger! Well, I hope this has been one of the more fun ones. I may overstay my welcome and do one more. All right. I kind of have to do this one, don't I, dude? Okay. Aye. All right. This is the only song I've ever written that my mom likes. She doesn't pay attention to any lyrics or anything like that. She just knows that the chorus says something nice. So. Kisses left hieroglyphics, her gymnastics wrecked the mattress, lipstick on a coffee cup. I ain't waking up. Old towns on my dead remains. It's not the same, not even close. Lord, please don't you let me down like I did to you. Ooh. sure lost its glamour. Ticker-tape tarts getting hammered. A hero's welcome and a sidekick's farewell. The sisters sure raised you right. You're dressing sharp, you're justified. Lord, please don't you let me down like I did to you. Off the bus in Tennessee, just her guitar and $20. Her heart was bigger than a chest. The songs went unheard. Your generation wasn't mystic. Plug your ears, blink, and you missed it. Lord, please don't you let me down like I did to you. Can I get some moves? Turn off the TV and make love to me, she said. Your long wink just tipped me off to what's in your head. We all wanna kill and condemn and say it's true. Lord, please don't you let me down like I did to you. No satire, no parody, you've been insulted enough. The coming attraction showed just how far you sunk. I got faith in static cling, miracles like you and me. Lord, please don't you let me down like I did to you. Before she's a widow, I'll make her my wife. 'Cause I've only been happy 10 whole days of my life. You finally get poked to pray that everything can stay this way. Lord, please don't you let me down like I did to you. Don't let me down. Lord, please don't you let me down like I did to you. Lord, please don't you let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Lord, please don't you let me down like I did to you. Lord, please don't you let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Lord, please don't you let me down like I did to you. Thanks. Thanks again, everybody. Everybody, please frequent the archives. Continue to. Oh boy, oh boy.